Welcome to Easy American English.
Welcome back to Easy American English, the podcast that helps you speak English clearly and confidently. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Mark. We're so glad you joined us today.
Mark, today we're tackling one of the most common and important things you need to do in English, talking about yourself. It sounds simple, but knowing the right phrases can make all the difference.
Absolutely, Sarah. Our title today is Learn How to Talk About Yourself in English, Easy Introductions for Beginners. We'll give you simple, natural American English phrases you can use right away to introduce yourself in any situation, whether you're meeting a new classmate, a coworker, or just making a new friend.
That's right. And before we dive in, if you find this episode helpful, please take a second to like or subscribe to the podcast. It helps other English learners find us, and you won't miss any of our future lessons.
Let's get started. Okay, Sarah, let's start with the absolute basics. Your name and where you're from.
The simplest way to introduce your name is, my name is, followed by your name. For example, my name is Sarah.
You can also use I'm name. This is much more common and casual in everyday conversation. Hi, I'm Mark.
And if you're asking someone else, you can say, what's your name? Or more politely, may I ask your name?
Next, let's talk about where you're from. The basic phrase is I am from, or the contracted form, I'm from city, country.
Simple example, I'm from New York, or I'm from Brazil.
If you are living in a different place now, you can add that. You can say, I grew up in place 1, but I live in place 2 now. Simple example, I grew up in a small town in Canada, but I live in Chicago now.
That's a great phrase. It gives more detail. You can also say, I am originally from country.
Simple example, I'm originally from Japan, but I've been living in London for 5 years.
So to combine those, hi, my name is Sarah, and I'm from California. Simple and perfect. Okay, Mark. Now, let's move on to the next common question. What do you do? This is usually asking about your job or your studies.
If you have a job, the most direct way to answer is I am a job title. Simple example, I am a teacher, or I am an engineer.
If you want to talk about where you work, you can use I work for company name, or I work at type of place.
Simple example, I work for Google, or I work at a hospital.
What if you are looking for a job? Don't worry, there's a phrase for that. You can say, I am currently looking for work, or I'm in between jobs.
If you are a student, you'll want to use these phrases. I am a student at school, university. Simple example, I'm a student at Harvard University.
You can also specify what you are studying, which is called your major. You say, I major in subject, or I am studying subject.
Simple example, I'm studying computer science, or I major in history.
And if you're taking an English class, you could say, I am taking an English course, or I am learning English. It's good to be specific.
Great. Now, let's add a little bit about your personal life. People often talk about family or who they live with.
For family, the simplest is to state if you are married or single. I am married, or I am single.
And if you have children, you can say, I have numbered children. Simple example, I have 2 kids, a son and a daughter.
And for other family, you can talk about your siblings. I have number brothers and sisters. Simple example, I have 1 older sister.
Moving on to where you live. We covered where you are from, but now let's talk about your living situation.
You can say, I live with my family, or I live with my friends.
If you live alone, you can say, I live by myself, or I live alone.
A more advanced way to talk about who you share a space with is to use the word roommate or flatmate. You can say, I have 3 roommates.
So, combining this section, I am married and have 1 son. We live in a small house near the park. That's a nice, friendly introduction.
Okay, Mark, now for the fun part, hobbies and interests. This is what helps people connect with you.
Definitely. The main phrase, to express what you enjoy, is I like or I enjoy, followed by a verb in the ing form, called a gerund. Simple example, I enjoy reading books, or I like going to the movies.
If you want to show you really love something, you can say, I love, or I'm really into, hobby. Simple example, I'm really into photography, or I love playing basketball.
You can also talk about what you do in your free time. The phrase is, in my free time, I like to activity. Simple example, in my free time, I like to cook Italian food.
Another great way to talk about hobbies is to use the phrase, my hobbies include. Simple example, my hobbies include hiking, watching historical documentaries, and learning new languages.
That's a great, detailed example, Sarah. Sharing your hobbies is an excellent way to keep a conversation going.
Okay, Mark, we've covered 4 main parts. Let's put it all together. Let's do 2 examples, a short introduction and a longer, more detailed introduction.
Perfect. Here is an example of a short, friendly introduction you can use when meeting someone quickly, like at a party or class. Hi, I'm Mark. I'm originally from Texas, but I'm living in Boston now. I work as an accountant for a small company. In my free time, I really enjoy playing guitar.
Excellent! It covers name, origin, job, and a hobby, all in a few seconds. Now for a longer, more detailed introduction for a professional or classroom setting. Good morning. My name is Sarah, and I'm from San Diego, California. I'm a student at the local college majoring in business administration. I'm single and live with 2 roommates. I enjoy traveling a lot, so my favorite thing to do is save money for my next trip. I'm looking forward to getting to know all of you.
Notice how we used all the different phrases we talked about today. Practice mixing and matching these phrases to create your own unique introduction.
So there you have it, a full guide on how to confidently talk about yourself in English.
Remember the key phrases. I'm from, I am a job student, I have family, and I enjoy hobby.
The best way to learn is to practice. Find a friend or even just stand in front of a mirror and practice your introduction using these phrases. Make it sound natural.
We hope this lesson makes introducing yourself in English a little easier and a lot less scary.
If this episode helped you learn something new, please show us some love. Take a moment to like this episode and share it with another friend who's learning English.
And of course, the best way to support the show and make sure you never miss a lesson from Easy American English is to hit that subscribe button.
Thank you again for tuning in to Easy American English. We love helping you speak clearly and confidently.
We'll talk to you next time. Bye.